this out. Strip, okay, says 199, 800, 300, 2 millimeter. Same size over here, 800, 300 and 2 millimeters. But look at the price difference, 199, 179, so 89.29, sorry, 89.99. So it seems Zepto, you're getting a better deal from Zepto. But wait, scroll down a little bit. 400 grams, okay, scroll down a little bit, 280 grams, so more than 100 grams of difference, 120 grams of difference. So don't make a quick judgment just by the size or such factors. You need to look at so many details, then only you can decide which one is giving you a better deal. Plus the problem is Zepto, add to cart, then when I say go to cart, it says your cart is empty. Brenolia. It was saying 4th Jan, that arriving by 4th Jan before ordering, but after ordering it's saying arriving tomorrow. Grand picnic. Patropada. Why are the speakers like, it feels like the speakers are aimed at our house. $3:30 book fair. It's ending tomorrow and I have got this ticket, so let's go. Exit, then Oxford bookstore, Park Street. Soon we will go there. Let's walk a little bit, selfie zone. College Street. Most of the salesmen or store owners are from College Street. Yeah, this is the stage. Chitrokala. Over there, that's the place to enter from, and you go in that direction. That's where I'm headed. Yeah, toilet. That's the entry.
তো চোখ কেন আটকে থাকবে জল জলে ওই পর্দাতে? তাকের থেকে বই তো নামাও, পড়তে থাকো এক মনে। তাই বা কেন? পড়ে শোনাও সঙ্গী সাথীর মাঝখানে। একজন তো পাঠক হবে, শ্রোতা হবে, আর সবাই ঠিক মতো শোনাতে হলে তেমন করে পড়াও যায়। আজকে যদি তুমি পড়ো, কাল পড়বে আর একজন। লেখাপড়ায়, পড়াশোনায় মনের সঙ্গে জুড়ুক মন, তারও পরে সবাই মিলে আলোচনাও চলতে পারে। এবার কিন্তু থামাই ভালো, বলবো আরো পরের বারে। আরে ছো আছে, আমি কিছু বলবো।
Eight past six. So busy, guys. So busy. Probably because New Year's Eve. That's why. Toilet. I never really noticed it. 3 rupees. Hot coffee party.
অনেকগুলো ছিল, আজকে প্রায় 3টে করে ছিল, সব বেরিয়ে গেছে। এটা আমাদের ইউনিকের উপর একটু আছে, তাই না?
Look, winter hunt. It's not started yet, but it will start from 9th Jan. (10:15). Look at that disco street light. That is the Mankundu Sporting Club. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2026. Time and date. 2026. We have already entered 2026. Thursday, so it's Thursday, guys. 1st Jan 2026. Almost 41. So 40 and a half basically. I mean, I need some supports, some base supports. So yeah, I cannot get 41, or I can get 41, but 40 and a half. One, plastic. Two, I was not sure if I should buy it, and I showed you, but I was not sure if I should buy it, but at last I decided that I should get it. And these are made of steel, so probably they will last longer than the plastic clothes peg. Over there, homogenized standardized milk, and you can see manufacturing and or packaging date, then expiry. So November, December, January, February, March, April, November, December, January, November, December, January, February, March, April, May. how many, 7 months, say, so let's say 6 months, let's say 6 months. That's how long it will stay good. This is homogenized, this material is homogenized. Where is it written? I was not sure, like, if I should refrigerate it to keep this good, or no, you can read over here, no refrigeration is needed, but once you cut the packet, then you need to drink it within 2 days. After after cutting the packet, you need to refrigerate it. Otherwise you don't even need to refrigerate this thing. It's, yeah, cost me, what is this called, Amul Gold. It says 80 rupee, but it cost me what, 78. Chanar cake, but I like milk cake more. Plus this is more expensive. This is 35 rupees for 100 grams. Milk cake is 30 rupees for 100 grams. And for me at least, milk cake is better. 525. I don't know if you could hear it, but I can hear a little bit of namaz. I think that's what it's called. And like, let me try to turn on the light. How do I do it? And the controls are behind me, and I'm not that used to it. Yeah, I have turned on the light, but I don't think it's necessary right now. Yeah. Plus, it's bothering me a little bit. Because I mean, I can get used to it, but yeah, so yes, watching a podcast. Rudronil Ghosh Sen, whatever the name is, Bengali actor, came into a podcast. Yeah, I was watching that. Sometimes I feel that these Bengali speakers, some of the Bengali speakers, like who earn their livings by speaking Bengali, have got something against English lovers, like you and me. English lovers. Probably I'm a bigger English lover than you, most likely. But sometimes I feel that way, that they have got a tendency to make English speaker people look foolish. They try to make it look like we don't know anything. We don't know nothing about the Hindu culture or whatever. Well, to survive, you don't need to know Hindu culture. To survive, you need to know. Uh, I mean, you can learn a lot from Hindu culture, but for survival, you need to know first thing how to earn money. That's the main thing. How to earn money. How to have good relationships with people, not Hindu culture. It is just one religion. And I don't call myself a Hindu. I think that's very limiting. That's very limiting. If I call myself a Hindu, and if I meet a Christian, then I'm a Hindu. I cannot go beyond this limit, and then I cannot learn from Christianity. If I say that, no. And I used to call myself an agnostic. I think I have changed my mind about that, because if I call myself agnostic too, then I would also so I would call myself fluid, like to put it simply, to keep it short, or to keep it concise. By fluid I mean, today I might call myself a Hindu, tomorrow I might call myself a Christian, the day after tomorrow I might call myself an Islam. I mean, you can basically call me a mixture. Okay, like a society has a mixture of people, so I'm a mixture. I'm like, a god has many qualities, I'm like that. Blasphemy. So yeah, let's come to the point. Yeah, the podcast was in Bengali, but he is a good speaker. He kind of knows how to speak. He's a good a speaker. Speaker. He's a good speaker. A speaker is a person who speaks. Okay, it's not the sounds. I used to get confused about this. And I should remember that lots of people can learn English from my videos. It's not just about international. That's the main purpose why I make my videos in English, because it's international connectivity. I get better at English, and I get can get international audience. That's international audience doesn't mean excluding India, including India. So so that's the main thing, so that I can have maximum number of people uh, on my videos, So that's the reason to speak English. And anyways, like if I need to think verbally, English is the option, because the capacity of English, in my mind at least, is way bigger than any other language. So yeah. So I just have some like every home. I had to quit this habit that every once in 2 to 3 blogs, or every a couple of times a week, I need to talk about like why English is important. I need to quit this habit. It's well established, and the people who don't know it are foolish, morons, chimps. So whatever. So 48 laws or whatever, I don't care. Maybe it's not important for them, so it's possible that it's not important for somebody. God, I have to be more careful about what I say, because I'm not going through the video. I'm not going through what I'm saying. I used to go through like I used to watch everything that I used to do. Like I talked about this before, but to that used to take editing too long, so that's why. So I'm not watching what I said. So it's not two-factor authentication or double checking. I'm not double checking. It's just single checking live. If I mess up, I mess up. I might get cancelled. My channel might get cancelled, terminated forever from one platform. So I gotta be very careful about what I say. I can't let some chimps. I mean, I'm not saying if you don't understand the value of English. I mean, I'm saying I'm not saying, I'm saying the people who disrespect whatever, man, forget it. But I don't like somebody disrespecting English. Forget it. Just ignore such people. Just mind your business. So what was I saying? Yeah, let's come to the points over there on the board. So I think this is a better like position to record the outros from, instead of setting up the phone over there and recording the outros from there. That way I had to look back and look back for the points, but here I have the points right in front of my face on the monitor, on my big TV monitor. I like calling it a monitor because it's connected with my laptop, and I'm using it as a monitor. So yeah, one vehicle just passed by. So okay, 48 laws of power, 400, 300, 200, 117. So I went to the book fair yesterday. Did I tell you the time? It's right now it's 5:35 in the morning. The clock is 2 minutes slower. So yeah, I can fix it very easily. Not that easily, but easily. It's simple but not that easy. But not easy. It's simple but not easy. It's easy but not simple. That's not possible. It's easy but not simple. That doesn't make sense. Can you think of anything that's easy but not simple? No, it's got to be simple to be easy. But it can be simple but not easy. Okay, like climbing up 100 stairs is very simple. Like you just need to keep 1 foot in front of the other, 1 foot in front of the other. It's simple but not easy. 100 stairs, 100 steps. It's not easy, right? Maybe for you, but not for your grandma. So Or on, let's say if 100 seems easy for you, let's take the example of 1000. It's not easy for most of the human beings, at least. Not sure about you. Maybe you are some sort of hybrid. So yeah, one common rule you can keep in mind while speaking: to not offend, to not attack, do not attack anybody, do not attack any ideology. But if you have to prove one ideology superior than other, then you sometimes have to attack the other ideology. Like some people say Bengali is the superior language, most supreme language, Bengali or Hindi. Then I would say English is the most supreme language. It works for me. So for me at least, it's the supreme language. It's good for me. It's good for India. India is getting educated. India is learning how to communicate with the world because of me. Because of not just just creating, not just I'm contributing a lot in that, but not just because of me. Because of me, but not just because of me. Okay. So, oh god, it's just getting. I had to learn to keep it concise. In 5 minutes, max 5 minutes outro. 48 laws of power. Like one movie needs to be 1.5 hours long. So you need to figure out which you cannot show everything. So only focus on the most important stuff because people have limited time. So 48 laws of power. Robert Greene saw that book. He was saying 400. I was going out. And then he called back. Then he was saying 300. I said 200. He said no. Then later I went out and checked on my phone. Then it was saying 117 or 118 on Flipkart. I should have checked right then. What if he said yes? That way I could almost have lost 100 rupees. And Rudranil was talking about Choto Mon. Who is Choto Lok? Who is Bada Lok? Choto Mon. Okay, right now I cannot translate everything in English. Maybe later I'll do it. But not right now. So, Choto Lok, Bada Lok. He was talking about যার মন বড় সে বড়, যার মন ছোট সে ছোট. How do you define who gets to decide whose moon is big, whose moon is small? Who are you? Are you God to decide who is small minded, who is big minded, or small hearted, big hearted? Who are you to decide that? Or one group can decide that, 10 people against one can decide that, then whatever the 10 people say are right. Good luck with that. I'm not following that. Even if there is infinitely many people over there, here I am on this side, and there I have got some core values in me. Nobody can shake it up. I might die, but I won't give up those values. One of them is English, another is vlogging, podcasting, yeah, talking with strangers like via Omegle or Chatroulette or Monkey app. Well, Omegle is gone, but Monkey app. It's called Monkey app, but you got all types of people over there basically. So stupid name though. The app is very good, but the name is not so good. If like God comes and if you call him or her like dog, that's not a proper name, right? So similarly, the monkey name is not, monkey app is not the right name. Okay, God, if you reverse the words, it becomes dog. Did you know that? That's why I said it. If you put God over there and like the total opposite would be dog, like in some sense, in language sense. Oh god, sometimes I feel some people are going to come in front of my house and going to throw rocks on my house or things like that will happen if I say too offensive stuff for them. So that's why most of the influencers don't show their houses locations, but I also try to keep it hidden, because even if 1 out of 100 people is against me, so that person can make my life a lot harder. Okay, 99 of you are with me, but when he comes, then like I don't know if he will be able to help me. So that's why it's a better idea in general to not disclose your location. So you don't know what you can share and what you can't. This is called privacy. Private things. What's privacy? That's also an interesting topic for me. What's privacy? What is privacy? Like it's my personal thing, but you ask this to somebody, he would say it's my personal thing. Don't talk. I don't not talk about it. But the next person would say very casually would answer that question to you. So people have some people boundary is this much, some people boundary is that much. So it depends, and like the boundary me you my boundary could be like this much, but with my mother could be this much, my boundary. So are you getting what am I saying? uh, or the vice versa, like for depends on like if I do this, that means I cannot share. I am too restrictive about what I share. But if I do this, I'm more open about what I share. Like body language could mean a lot of things, but verbal language, I've seen it before that verbal language generally doesn't have double meanings, but body language can have double meanings. This could mean frowning, could mean you are angry at somebody, or it could also mean you are curious about that person, or you want to uh, n- you are curious about that person, or yeah, or you are trying to figure out what's going on with him or her. Let's not be a sexist. God, we are God's children basically, and God's not favored females up over males or males up over females. Let's not go in that direction. Like when you are adolescent, when you have lots of hormones, those types, sexual hormones, then we feel that way. But later after masturbation, or later after uh, or when you think like after like some point, after some realization, if uh, it, it turns out no, males have some points, females have some points, evenly distributed. Depends on which situation you put them in. Otherwise you cannot judge who is better than the other. But it's a male patriarchy. We are living in a patriarchy, aren't we? It's a male dominant society, aren't we? So so that tells me that in general males have got some edge over females. Well, physical strength is a big thing, but other than that, so like if you are a male and there is another male, mm, like the like you, let's say you are the bigger male and the other male is coming which is a little smaller. Okay. uh, but but if a female of that strength has more, okay, let's not go in that direction. So what I'm trying to say is that females have more things to fear from a male than a male has to fear from the other male. Okay, got it? um, uh, I can't simplify it much more than that. I'm not saying you're stupid, I just don't have the time for it. So because my motto of making vlogs, my first motto is it's just got to be understandable for me. I'm not here to impress nobody. Well, you are important for me, my viewers are important to me, but I get to decide how much I need to explain. Not you, I. So yeah, I'm just being absolutely honest or blunt about it. So Can I see the daylight? Not yet. Well, I don't know. Am I warning? I'm not a vampire. Am I? Might be. Or do you know? So I don't know. Maybe metaphorically, but not literally. Well, I'm not. I'm not. I don't know. Maybe I am. Depends on how you define a vampire. But um, or Dracula. What's the difference? No idea. Dracula is the first one, I guess. The concept is Dracula, then vampire. I don't know. I'm not much into that stuff. I mean, I am into that kind of stuff sometimes, but I need to keep it concise. And the world in 80 days. I've got the Rubik's Cubes on my bed. It's a good one. Probably I got it from Amazon. It's a good one. Not the 12 or 10 rupee ones, or I don't know, not the cheap ones which you get from the fairs or could get from the fairs. Just over explained. Listen, I cannot filter out everything for you or explain so much for you. You have to have the understanding that this could mean this, and don't just think in one way. This what I say could mean different things. So okay, so don't just be too quick to assume. So multi-speaker surround sound. So maybe I can connect multiple speakers. Probably I can connect multiple speakers to my CPU, um, yeah, cabinet CPU. So multiple aux, like splitter. Use that. I can use that. Then different. Yeah, I'll check it out. I've got like JBL, then Sound Corsica. I've got speakers, and I think I have got some a couple of round speakers as well. So I think two will be enough. I mean, 2 bar speakers will be enough. So one front, one at the back. So should do the job fine. So yeah, I feel this calmness that I can see it's like I can see my script. If I have to talk without a script, then it's like it's a little challenging if you have to speak without a script. So if it is your first time public speaking, like you are going in front on a stage in front of like 100 people or 1,000 people, take my advice, go there with a script, like not just proper script or line by line, word by word. No, just bullet point some things out. Like over here I have got some points. Similarly you can do some points. You can do some points, and okay, let's thermocol. I gotta make sure that. So I have seen some people keep their cabinet desk. Sorry, some people keep their cabinet. Well, PC desktop. They call. It's not CPU. It's so many things. CPU, motherboard, hard disks. Okay. Well, CPU and motherboard can take some vibration, but hard disk is not so like much more fragile, so it might not be able to take that much of vibrations. So keeping that in my mind, let me tell you that that's why I don't keep my cabinet or CPU on my desktop. Okay, on my desktop. Do I now want to explain what a desktop is? On my tabletop, because if the table moves a little bit, then the CPU moves. So that's why I think it's a better idea to keep them grounded, to keep it grounded, the cabinet. You can keep the monitors on the desk. Yeah, I have to, but not I mean, you don't have to, but there is always an option basically. But monitors are like there are not really any moving parts in monitors, like mechanically. Well, of course, there are electrons moving, but mechanically speaking, there are not really any moving parts in monitors, so you can keep them on your desk top. So, but it's not this. It's not the case, guys. It's not the case with your cabinet. If you're having trouble to understand me, turn on the captions, closed captions. Just press the button C if you are watching me on your laptop or your PC. And if you are watching me on your phone or tablet or on somebody else's phone or tablet, then tap on the CC button. CC button. Closed captions. CC stands for closed captions. Why is it called closed? Closed or closed? Closed caption. CLOSED. CLOSED. Closed captions. Captions means the subtitles. See, I used one word to explain another word, and now you might, if somebody doesn't know what subtitles are, subtitles, titles, subtitles. Then if you don't know what titles are, so this is why basics are. It's important to have the understanding of basics. Okay. So if you don't have the basics clear, then you cannot build up on them. So it's so if your basics are clear, it's easier for you to learn English or anything, not just English. Somebody once told me in the comment section probably that Tripto, you are still like learning or teaching English. Oh, so what, bitch? So what? You are stupid to not see. You're blind that you cannot see that that it's not just about English. It's so much more than English. English is just like the copper wire or silver wire which carries the electricity, but it's not the copper wire that that's the purpose. Like the purpose is to, what's the purpose? To let's say, let's take an example, to turn on the monitor. But to turn on the monitor, we need to take help of the copper wire or medium to make the current flow. Because okay, let's not over explain. So, and we need to pay a lot of attention to how to make the copper wire or the medium so more and more better and better with less and less loss and more gain. And it was too simple of an example, but probably you know, and the tool needs to get better. I said silver, not aluminium or plastic. It's an insulator, brother. Plastic is an, by the way, everything is a conductor or an insulator, depends on what voltage you use. If you use too little of a voltage, then even you cannot get shocked even with the silver wire. Too little of a voltage, it's not gonna shock you. But too heavy, too much of a voltage, and you have got some thick plastic in, and if you touch that, then you will get shocked. Don't try at home. Don't try at home. So don't try that at home. Oh, what explained? What's my problem? Sometimes I see like I saw like what sometimes I cannot help you if you are stupid. I cannot help that. You have to read in between the lines. I cannot explain everything. You have to read in between the lines. I only have limited amount of time. If I can give you 1 minute of my time, then that's that. You cannot ask for 1 minute and 1 second. So multi-speaker surround sound and thermocol. So yeah, so right now my cabinet is on a couple of bricks, grounded on a couple of bricks, but they were playing the loudspeakers outside, so some glasses were getting vibrated. Then it hit my mind that Maybe my cabinet is also getting a little vibrated, and if I run my uh, computer at that time, that might mean that my hard disks are also running at that time, so that puts them in greater danger. So so if it's getting vibrated, even if it is a little bit plus if it is running, then that's not very good for my hard disks. So I was thinking like if I could place them on some like springs, right? Could not really think up of any springs, like a soft something which will absorb the vibrations, like jerk. Okay, if a car moves, like there are like, most of us have traveled on cars. The roads, like if you go like travel the road on a cycle versus a car, there's a huge difference. On a cycle, it's very jerky, but on a car, it's a very comfy ride. It goes up and down like a little bit, but not like cycle like that. Like if the road is that bumpy, but car is like it's a little bit. So for my cabinet, I want to make the car like feeling, and no jarks, like there could be changes like some um, swaying and that kind of stuff. Maybe not swaying, like up and down motions, but not no jerking, no sudden, no jerking. So hopefully you're getting what I'm trying to say. Rewind, rewatch, pause, rewind in your mind. Whatever you need to do, you do, but you don't misunderstand me. That is very dangerous. So, so yeah. One option is for some sponges, but the cabinet is kind of heavy, so I don't know if the sponges would work. So maybe some thermocol would work. Probably some 2-3 thermocols stacked on top of on, on top of one another, on top of one another. That would help. Then the Sportronics, over there it says 1 year warranty, register your warranty, scan me. Okay. So the warranty card doesn't come in it, so they have got some invoice in this thing. They have got some invoice paper in this thing, but the warranty card didn't came in the envelope. So you'll be registered to get the warranty, but it's a long process, and and it's not clearly mentioned like what you need to do. At least it was not that clear to me, so I had to give it another shot. Probably it's a photo of the equipment I purchased, so whatever, and which needs to be less than 2 MB. Why does it need to be less than 2 MB? Don't they have like image compressions? Let us upload the images and you compress. Like YouTube too, it says on thumbnail less than 2 MB. Like YouTube body, don't you have an image compressor? Like there are so many free image compressor tools on the market. Why do you need us to compress the thumbnails and upload? Like you can, like, you need to get more friendly with your creators. So your like the YouTube is nothing without the creators. So if nobody uploads videos on YouTube, what's YouTube? Nothing. So like we have uploaded some, like I'm thinking like, does YouTube has like let's say I uploaded one video for by the YouTube's copyright guidelines, community guidelines, by YouTube's rules, fair use policy. Like it's totally okay for YouTube. It's totally okay. But after a couple of days, I thought, no, it's not good for me. I should not have uploaded that video. So by uploading the video on YouTube, am I allowing YouTube? Am I allowing YouTube to like even if I did the video, can YouTube take that video and upload it on some other channel? Like is it possible? Like, does YouTube have that kind of authority over my videos? Does it? Man, it's a company. Don't. I made that mistake. I lost a couple of channels. Talked about it on Dailymotion. It's not God. Okay, it's not God. It's a company. It's just a company. Like all the other companies, it's just a company. Don't put it in God's place. If you make a mistake which the company doesn't like, you will be not, maybe not you, but your channel will be terminated. So yeah, treat it like a company, not like your friend. So yeah, remember that. Yeah, Portronics, human brain evolution. So there are so many animals, so many or so many species of creatures on the planet, but only humans can speak. No other languages, no other animals can speak or communicate this efficiently. At least maybe they have some languages, like some maybe I heard like one whales maybe can recognize their names or something, but no other species can uh, do what humans can do at this level. No other species can make a mm, Rubik's cube, let's say a Rubik's cube or a laptop, or they can't. So why only humans out of so many species? Have you ever thought about this? Isn't it a very important thing to isn't it a very important thing to think about, that out of so many species on the surface of the planet, why only humans are so evolved and no other species? Why only humans? What made humans different than the other species? And that's the reason why humans are dominating the planet Earth. We used to get eaten by these uh, carnivores. Now we can easily trap them for our entertainment, like zoos or sanctuaries. But it's also a sanctuary is a big zoo, basically. Zoo or zoo, whatever you say. But I like saying zoo. So I don't know why. Maybe I know why. Maybe because the people who say zoo, I like them better, or I feel they are superior than the people who say Jew. So that's why I like saying zoo, because who doesn't want to be superior? So, over explained. I get to decide what's over explaining and what's under explaining, not you. You can comment as much as you like that, though you under explained over there, but I get to decide that, baby, not you. No matter even if you have sent me 1 lakh rupees, that won't make a difference. Maybe a little bit of difference that would make. So yeah, and QR code. I recently watched a video on QR code, like some beggars, like let's say some people. Let's not tag them right now. Let's not just call them beggars right now. You decide if they're beggars or not. What are beggars? The people who ask for money for nothing. They are beggars, right? The people who ask for money for nothing, they are beggars. So some people are coming live on YouTube with a QR code, and they're basically uh, not doing anything. Basically, I'm saying basically not doing anything, but they are asking for money. And so there is a video, a girl made that video, was saying that at least do something. How can you ask for money without doing anything? But who is she to decide, like if they're beggars or not? Like, well, she definitely cannot call me a beggar. I'm making vlogs over here. video logs. So plus, like if you call me a beggar, you call and call teachers, your teachers, professors beggars too. Well, because you can learn a lot from me, buddy. So I can. So I'm not saying I'm your teacher or professor, but there are lots of similarities. That's what I'm saying. I can learn from your comments as well. So so it's a win-win, I guess, if we learn from each other and grow. So yeah, don't miss that part. Learning without implementing and growing is worthless. So if you know how to, like, you are stuck in a jungle, you know how to light a fire, but you don't light the fire and you starve to death, then what's the use of that learning? Then what's the use of the knowledge? So knowledge is useless without implementation. Well, now I can see some sunlight. But now probably I'll watch some Crime Patrol. By the way, the mouse pad is coming from Amazon today, the international mouse pad. You will see. How much? 400 grams. Cost me 204 rupees. I was saying 199 plus. They added 5 more rupees for something. Marketplace fee, convenience fee, whatever. But we need to know these things very precisely. Like we need to have knowledge of every single penny, so that if there is a leakage, we can easily detect that leakage and block it. Otherwise, it's not just going to be about a single penny. Then it's going to be 1 to 2, 2 to 4, 4 to 8, 8 to 16, 16, 32, 64. One, like you see how quickly it's jumping up. It's called exponential. In this case, it would be exponential decay if you cannot stop it as soon as possible. Rabbits grow exponentially. So if there is a male rabbit and a female rabbit, you soon see that there is, like, after some time, maybe sometime, like there are like 100 rabbits. So that's called exponential growth. Well, I didn't understand the concept. Like like just think about it. Pause the video and think about it. It's very funny. Like I'll come to that rabbit thing. Let me, yeah, in this, before concluding the video. So I had to make the videos more intense. If I lengthen the video, then like in a short time, in shorts, like not shorts. I like long form videos better. Long form, I mean 5 minutes. At least my vlogs must be 5 minutes. I feel like that. Otherwise, I should not be. I feel it should not a vlog. It's just a what, I don't know. It's not a vlog, at least. If you just write a sentence and you call that your essay, is that really an essay? No, that's a sentence. That's not an essay. Essay is what? If you, there needs to be at least a couple of paragraphs, right, for an essay. So a sentence is a sentence, a paragraph is a paragraph, an essay is an essay, a story is a story, a novel is a novel, and a poem is a poem. So don't mix them up. So yeah, if we could just figure out what made humans different from the other animals, and humans smarter than all the rest of the species. So then if we could stimulate that thing, like some people claim to know how it happened, like opposable thumbs and like eyes in front of our face instead of over there, like cows, like hunting eyes, like the people who have front, like you will only see predators with front facing eyes, okay, and like hunters, they have got the front facing eyes. So you have got front facing eyes, I have got front facing eyes, but that doesn't mean we are going to hunt each other. That doesn't mean that. Humans are social creatures. We love living in a society. Like monkeys, maybe not monkeys, but apes. Monkey is a bad example. Maybe like monkeys, but like apes. We have come from apes, right? Or apes and humans came from the same species. Okay, right? So so human brain evolution. So if we could exactly know how it happened, which made us, what were the factors, what did we do right, which made us different than the animals, which made us smarter than the animals. If we could figure that part out, then it's going to be very easy for us to grow even further and further. We know use it or lose it. Like we basically need to exercise our brain. We need constantly need to challenge it and grow, keep growing. But I feel there is more to it, not just that. Okay. Then file transfer. So how to wirelessly transfer my files from my PC to my laptop? Like AnyDesk, I could a few times it worked with AnyDesk, but now it's not working with AnyDesk. Maybe because I don't know, trial period or whatever is over or whatever. But there are other options before, like Rust disk is probably an option. But I tried some other method before after Kevin Stravard after Kevin Stravard's video that worked. Probably I can use that method. So I used the Kevin Stravard method to. By the way, Kevin Stravard is a YouTuber, or is an YouTuber starts with a vowel sound, right? YouTuber. If it starts with a vowel sound, then and if it doesn't start with a vowel sound, or if it starts with a consonant sound, then a. Okay, it's not like you cannot there, but generally this you can know by the spelling generally. But if the sound decides, the phonetics decides, not the spelling. Always. The spelling mostly decides. Phonetics always decides. So you get it. What is superior? So, like, we started writing way after, like, we first spoke the words, then way later we started writing. Like, speaking came first, so it's more ancient and powerful. That doesn't mean your 90-year-old father is more powerful than you, 25-year-old. Wait a second. If your father is 90 and you are 25, then when did he 90 minus 65 at the age of, well, some people have some testosterone left even at that age. So testosterone is important for muscle growth. That's the main reason why males have more muscles or more massive volumes of muscles than females. So that's why males can easily grow muscles. And even generally speaking, males have more muscular than females. That's the main reason, because testosterone helps the muscle growth. So yeah, so if you castrate a dog, that's not good for the dog in many ways. Like, then human brain evolution, file transfer, bookseller, right? What was I gonna say about the bookseller? Maybe I have already talked about it in 48 Laws of Power. Didn't I talk about it? Bookseller. What bookseller? Oh god, I should have written the point a little more broadly. Now I'm failing to understand what I wrote it down for. By the way, Shomir Ghosh, 2018, 2019, I used to go there twice a week for 2 hours at a time. Tuesday and Thursday, most likely, for learning mathematics, 11th and 12th. Yeah, nice teacher, good teacher. Aurobindo, he's also a school teacher in in the Aurobindo school. So yeah, yesterday I saw him in the book fair. And there, I thought like, should I say hi or anything like that? But it's been like 5 6 years. I mean, and it was totally a like professional relationship. It was like, I mean, he's a human, but I didn't say hi. I don't know if he noticed me. I didn't see him with anybody else, so maybe he went there alone. Whether he has got a YouTube channel as also, and his English, he needs to watch my videos and learn some English. God, God, oh God, his English, and that's the way to torture somebody. That's the way. So, so, but yeah, he makes some mostly traveling videos, and he has also made some Bengali or English. And I'm laughing because of his English. That's so bad. Oh God, if I call his English bad, then I respect the word bad. He needs to learn English. He really needs to learn English. I mean, I get the point. You're practicing your English by speaking, but I would strongly suggest to suggest him to learn more and then speak, and speak less. At least right now, learn more, speak less. Yeah, English. Oh God. Thank God he did not use English, like other than the technical terms, while he used to teach mathematics like, in the classes, okay, in the coaching center. Oh, so maybe I over explained. There was another teacher where 11th 12th I used to go to, called DD. Devashish Das, probably that's the full name. Devashish Das. He's also a school teacher. But for chemistry, I didn't join anybody. Actually, I did join somebody for chemistry, but I didn't like him, and I quit. Maybe I didn't like him because my basics were not clear, and the people who were sitting around me, they were so good at the stuff, and I was not. So I was feeling really bad about myself. So, like, the teacher would ask something, they would raise their hand, but I could not raise my hand. So I was feeling bad about myself, and 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 that's how I started hating chemistry. But it's a very beautiful language. Like, I recently, when does something become beautiful? When it works for you. Like, recently I used the epoxy glue resin, epoxy glue, adhesive, epoxy resin, and the hardener. Mixed them together. Then uh, it worked for my drum. Then it worked for the other thing, yeah, for my mic. So if there were not good chemists, then I could not have done those things. Okay, so yeah, so chemistry is important, but 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 it may take a little more time to love chemistry than physics, because physics could be easily it's easier to love physics than chemistry, because physics could be easily uh, like like you just open your eyes and you see like physics, right? Like you see light and this and that, like book pages, like gravity. But what's physics, what's chemistry, what's math, like in one sense everything is the same. Like it's the same, it's everything. Like humans call this chemistry, call this physics, call that mathematics. Or it's like they have got like from here, like if the things are big, then physics small, chemistry just I'm just I'm just oversimplifying. It's a little more complicated than that. Chemistry doesn't mean small or anything like that, and physics doesn't have to be that big to be physics. We learn about electrons and stuff in physics too, like cyclotron. How does a cyclotron work? Okay, so that's got, like in 12th we had cyclotron, and then we learned about so much, like what creates like a magnetic field, what creates a magnetic field. Then of ferromagnetic, what's the difference between a ferromagnetic substance, diamagnetic? I remember, I clearly remember these things. Paramagnetic probably. Then liquid oxygen is diamagnetic, most likely. It's got the bluish tinge in it. But chemistry can deal with lots of big things, like lots of material, lots. So the thing is, to understand the ocean, you don't need to go to every place of the ocean. You just need to take the smallest part of the ocean, the molecule, like H2O, and if you understand that, you understand the constituent of the. I'm just exempling you basically. Or euphemism, is it called euphemism? No, 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 it's not called euphemism. So if I don't want to call somebody stupid, I can call him Divyang, or his mind doesn't work properly. Okay, so so that's called euphemism. Okay, you need to understand English when you take such examples. You need to understand English. So not all Divyangs are stupid. There are different types of Divyangs, and some. Okay, let's not get into that. It's not their fault if they're stupid. It's not their fault, right? They were born like that. Like their brain like did not get the time to fully develop, or whatever happened. So it's not their fault. So if it is not their fault, why are we cursing them? Why are we making fun of them? Right? Like that's not right, right? That's not right. Like, but when can you say it's your fault? If we so our life's a little complicated sometimes. Depends on which school of thought you are coming from. If you're coming from the freewheelers thought, then you would say it's not their fault, but you could have raised your hand and uh, asked the question, but you didn't, so it was your fault. But if you are a freewheeler, then you would say this, that you could have raised your hand and asked that and got the answer. But if a determinist would say, no, you didn't have the chances to raise your hand because you you had never faced such situation before, and you were too afraid and it was a big leap for you, so you could not take the leap, so it was not even your fault. So for somebody it's looking like um, it's personal fault. For somebody else it's looking like it's not it's not a personal fault. Um, it's it's how the nature works. So this night time is such a good time for conversations or for such monologues. Let's say I don't like calling it such these things monologues, because I'm constantly trying to understand what question you might ask me next, basically. So so because these are my videos basically. Yeah, so I'm the one who gets to decide. I'm the head officer here who gets to decide like what should be talked about. So maybe I'm just being blunt about it, but I could say no, 100% your way, 0% my way. No, I'm putting it the way I'm put, like the totally honest way. So yeah, bookseller. What's that about? I don't know. Yeah, oh yeah, I have got this in my hand, and I'm forgetting this. Then I remember, why do I have this in my hand? And yes, sometimes you forget things, right? Sometimes you forget things, like like I have this thought in my mind, but next moment I cannot remember it. So like if we step out of the zone, then we may forget about it. So try to step back into the zone. Like you are sitting in your kitchen, you remembered something, then you moved into your bedroom, you could not remember that thing, then try moving back in your kitchen, and then maybe most likely it's going to help, because probably something you saw or happened in the kitchen which cued that memory. So if you go back in the kitchen, probably that memory will get triggered back. So yeah, I think it works. This thing works. So yeah, so so that's the way. Like if you cannot remember something, that's the way to remember something. Okay, not like remembering what happened 10 years before, but like just before. And so if you want to remember what happened 10 years before, just as soon as possible start daily vlogging like me. Maybe not like me, maybe I've got a, but maybe I've got a bit, but that's the best way to have got of documenting our lives. Like vlogging, video logging. Vlogging doesn't mean the funny things that people are doing nowadays. Vlogging means video logging. Like I'm logging, I'm documenting my life. That's called vlogging. It's not a funny term. Because of these clowns, this vlog term is become too light or less heavy. But it's a very important and powerful term. Vlog, video log, like logging, logging with a pen and a paper. That's too tedious and too much time taking. Plus, it cannot explain that way. I can just take a 2-minute video of a book fair, and the things get explained so accurately. But if you have to just write down about it, just imagine writing down about the book fair, and you cannot show them any photo. What's a photo? If you use a photo, that means you are like photo logging it. And what's a video? A video is made up of photos, right? So if you just have to write it down, then 2 minutes, it will take way too much time to uh, pass it down, so to make sure they understand it properly. But they have got their pros and cons. Like it's very easy to record videos and make the other person understand what's really going on. But if you write something down, then you need to think about it, to churn the things in your mind. Then only you can write the correct things down. So that way, you are You are remembering the things. You are remembering the things. Okay, and you are getting a better bond with the things that you're churning in your mind. Okay, so so yeah, they have got their own uh, specialities. God, is it? How long is this outro for? For some reason, I feel so talkative, right? Maybe because of the podcast. Yeah, language barrier is a huge thing. Language barrier is a huge thing. So if you have got money, don't commit the crime. Don't commit the crime. You understand what crime I'm talking about? Make sure they go in an English medium school. If they go to the school, make sure they go to an English medium school. Because without English, it's too hard. It's gonna be too hard for them. And like I didn't really go to an English medium school. I had an English subject in the school, and I loved English a lot. But if you go to an English medium school, that's so much better than just having. Make sure international school probably better. If you can like shift yourself close to an international school, I cannot think of anything better than that for an English environment in India. International school, I don't really know what they are. Probably international school where like international teachers come and teach, like teachers from the US or UK, and yeah, and so my throat has started hurting. Yeah, so recalling memories, how to remember something. One quick and easy tip would be connect it with something. Like, don't connect it with worthless things. Connect it with real things, like phone. You need to, not phone. Let me give you a better example, because if I say phone, it's already connected. It's too easy to connect it. So you don't even have to uh, put effort over there. But if I say cyclotron, okay, how can you connect? Like I said, electrons, cyclotron, electron, like and like these things are connected. So you know electrons, so connected with electron, meaning cyclotron uses electrons, so connected with that. And you already know electrons, so it's going to be. I mean, you don't have to do extra like connect. It will automatically get connected if your base is clear. So make your base clear, make your fundamentals clear. You don't have to do any extra job to connect it with anything. You just need to have the fundamentals clear. So yeah, so guys, my mother was saying that yeah, that scam, she was talking about the scam, but she was also telling me to not touch her phone again. I don't know why. Maybe I was saying that we need to test if the scam is right or not. Maybe then she said it. But regardless, I don't like taking money from anybody else. How can I call? I'm I'm my own man if I have to take money from somebody else, and if it is not my earned money. Yeah. But what's earned money and what's not? That's also a debatable topic. So you cannot like if you, because I am helping my mother in lots of ways. So and my former parents, they don't have anybody else who they can trust more than me. So how could anybody say that you are not helpful for your parents
So 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 if you have that money, probably that money is yours. So, and probably it's earned money in a big way, it's earned money. But other than like that, money is there, but we need to have like the other way of earned money too. Or this is the easy earned way of earning money, but hard earned money, we need the hard earned money too. Hard earned money meaning like you have to do some work for the money. That's the hard earned money. It doesn't have to do anything with hard work. So, and yeah, this bookseller, I've got nothing against him, but there was a Francis book in his stall, but it was in Bengali. So I just opened the book. I like was going to touch the book cover. I was hesitating a little bit. I was thinking, should I touch the book cover or not? Not because I was worried what the owner is going to say. No, not because of that. Because I don't know what happens like in the US or UK. Like if in such book fairs, if you can touch the books, probably you can. But like in India, it's very common. Like if there is a book fair, you go there, turn the pages, see what it's like, what is the book like. Then you most of the times you make up your mind. I don't know, it's not important for me, or it's not worth of my money, so you don't buy the book. Or and sometimes, very rarely, you make up your mind and that yeah, it's okay, I can buy the book. It's worth my money. So but I was hesitating should I touch or not, because I don't know if the book's worth touching or not. Then he started saying, yeah, go ahead, touch it. I mean, take it in your hands, this and that. But I was trying to keep some distance from the book because if you have watched my previous vlogs, yeah, what a whole rack almost full with books. So if it gets too close to me, maybe I won't be able to resist the temptation. So so I was just letting the book rest on the table, and then only I was turning the pages. But he was saying, take it in your hands. Yeah, he understand it's very well that if I take it in my hand, then it's closer to me because my energy, more of my energy is involved in the process. So maybe then I'm more tempted to buy the book. Yeah, then I'm more tempted to buy the book. And if my if my I don't have that much of control over me, then I could have purchased the book. I would have purchased the book. So probably that, most likely that's why he was telling me to pick up the book. So, but I knew the moment he said pick up the book, I knew where it was coming from. I didn't pick up the book for sure, not. What's the worst could have happened? He could have said, no, if you're not that interested, you can go out of the stall. It's okay, I don't mind. It's his stall, basically. He has to enter the stall, whatever. I paid the ticket price to enter the book fair, but whatever. You can, like I could have moved out of there. But yeah, he gave me this thing, this from their publication. Which publication is it that they publish these books? Where is the Francis book in this series? Don't even see the Francis book. So I asked him, like, oh, there, over there, if he has a Francis book in this series. So he was saying no, he doesn't have the Francis book. Like over there, you see the Francis book over there. Okay, was it clear? Was it clear? So God. Oh, well, he didn't have that in English. France, it's an international character. There's there definitely are English books that characters adventures. I saw an Arab Progeny book. I used to have this exact same book. I used to have that exact same book from 6 to. When I go to the book fair again, I parked my bike in the hospital again. And while I was getting out, one woman asked me if there is a bathroom in the hospital. I could not say suddenly, but I said that there has got to be one. There has got to be one because a hospital without a bathroom. Are you kidding me? I have bathroom. I mean washroom or toilet, not bathroom. I don't know, like bathroom. So there was an exam, like 11th or 12th exam, and I said, "May I go to the bathroom?" to the teacher, and the boy over there was saying, "Toilet is not a bathroom." Like I didn't know the meaning, but toilet sounds a little too straightforward sometimes. So that's why I said bathroom. And washroom is like too posh, and toilet is like too slummish. So I said in the middle, like bathroom, and for the lack of a better word. But he was saying, like, is it like bathroom? I had to say bathroom. Are you going to take a bath? No, stupid bitch. Not a bath. I know the difference. I know better English than you. But it's just that. Yeah, I didn't want to say the word toilet in that situation. So yeah, I have to sleep. This is the longest outro in a while. Why? Because this is such a nice place to sit and talk. It's so comfortable. But I had to go. My headphones are also might be helping me for some reason. Blocking the noise. Alright. Gotta go. Most of the ports, except one port, all the ports are full of my laptop. Did I ever think about that? When I purchased the laptop, then I thought, whoa, so many ports. But now, almost all of them are full. 4, 5, 6, 7. It's got 7 ports, right? And six out of 7 are full. The seventh port is for the camera SD card. It's a little bigger than micro SD. I've got that type of SD card too, but I don't know where I got them from. I don't really. I never really needed them directly. I sometimes needed them indirectly. Like sometimes, like there is a micro SD card slot in them. So I would insert my micro SD card inside that SD card. Probably that's called an SD card, and the small ones which go in the phones nowadays phones, these are called micro SD cards. So micro SD into the SD, then the SD in the laptop, and from the laptop I can access. So this is how I can access the micro SD card data. So why am I not ending the vlog? Okay, that's it guys. See you in the Thursday first. Yeah, that's going to be. We're already in the Happy New Year. Happy New Year 2026. So yeah, you can wish me a Happy New Year in the comment section. I probably won't reply or even read your comments. I don't know if there is 1,000 comments. Do you really want me to read all 1,000 comments? Like, don't you think I've got better things to do, like sleeping? So yeah, so I hope you understand this thing that I cannot respond to every one of the comments. If it's like 10 comments, I can. But if it is 11, can I? If it's 12, I mean, you are getting the point. So, like some days it's 10, sometimes it's 20, sometimes it's 0. So it depends. A lot depends on the day, I guess. Mood, I guess. But time management skills, I guess. How about that? Okay. Alright, guys, alright. This is a good time if you are looking for. If you live in India, I can understand that most of Indians, like video maker, like if content creators, this noise is a big issue. I understand. So if you make, if you can shoot the, I mean, like nighttime is quiet time, but it's got its pros and cons. So at least for now, I am an early bird. I'm trying to be one, at least for now, because you can do so much work in the daytime, but not at the night time. So because nighttime you cannot make that much of sound because people are sleeping. Plus, I feel my energy level is a little down at the night time because of the sleep hormone, which get induced by darkness, melatonin. But this big monitor helps me keep my eyes up because it's very like right now it's not that bright because notepad, but yeah, black background, but yeah, it helps me keep my eyes open. All right, see you in the first day of 1st Jan 2026. It's a little weird to say it, right? 2026. It's gonna like in a week we'll get totally used to it, right? Yeah, in a week, totally used to it. And in a week doesn't mean 24/7 in a week. It's like 2 to 3 times a day in a week, hence in a week. You have to read in between the lines, otherwise you will always misunderstand. If you take everything literally, that's not the right way to go. Because so much is, at least in English, so much of what we say, maybe most of what we say is metaphorical in English. So I need to sleep. See you in the next 1st January 2026 vlog. I've got so much things listed up which I need to get done. A basement, building a basement, it's harder than building a room over the ground. So maybe someday I'll also make a basement or a cellar. A cellar versus basement. Basement is little above the basement. With basement, 1/3 is above the ground. With a cellar, the whole thing is in the ground. Okay, under the ground. So I'd rather have a cellar than a basement. And I feel if I get a cellar in the summertime, it's going to be pretty cool. Okay, the temperature is easily going to be a few degrees down in the basement. Like you make a basement, then some iron beams, and then on top of the iron beams some shade, like the type of shade on top of the roof we have got right now. Over here, at least in West Bengal or in Chandanagar, it's called corket. Probably also in West Bengal, maybe in the whole of India, it's called corket. So probably it's some steel sheets. Most likely these are steel sheets. SHEETS. So that could manage the temperature a lot. Yeah, I have not yet measured the length of my backyard. The width or breadth is almost 9 feet, little less than 9 feet. Try to measure the length on Google Maps, but it didn't work out. Now, before I lose my mind totally, because I'm getting so sleepy. So let's go, man. Let's go. 6:49. When did I start record the outro?